Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi all, how are you today? I hope you all are in a pretty good shape of everything. Today, we will learn about recount text. Ada yang tahu apa itu recount text? Mari kita pelajari bersama-sama. Sebelum masuk ke inti materi, ada baiknya kalian memahami kompetensi dasar dari materi tentang recount text. Ada 2 kompetensi dasar yang akan kita pelajari. Yang pertama, KD 3.10, yaitu menerapkan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulis yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait keadaan, tindakan, kegiatan, atau kejadian yang dilakukan rutin maupun tidak rutin atau menjadi kebenaran umum di waktu lampau, sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. Selanjutnya, KD 4.10, yaitu menyusun teks interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulis sangat pendek dan sederhana yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait keadaan, tindakan, kegiatan, atau kejadian yang dilakukan rutin maupun tidak rutin atau menjadi kebenaran umum di waktu lampau dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan yang benar dan sesuai konteks. Baik, untuk materi pokok pertemuan kali ini adalah teks personal recount yang bertujuan untuk memberi dan meminta informasi terkait pengalaman pribadi di waktu lampau. Setelah mempelajari materi tentang recount text, diharapkan nantinya kalian akan memperoleh banyak kosakata terkait dengan jenis teks, juga menguasai tata bahasa terkait dengan jenis teks, dan memperoleh berbagai informasi terkait jenis teks, serta menguasai tujuan komunikatif dari teks yang didengar. So, do you know what recount text is? Let me tell you. Recount text is a text that tells the reader about one story, action, or activity. Its purpose is to entertain or informing the reader. Recount text also retells events or experiences in the past. The experience can be funny story, sad story, or even scary story. That is the definitions of recount text.
Language features. 1. Using the simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. 2. Frequent use is made of words which link events in time, such as next, later, when, then, after, before, first, at the same time, as soon as she left, late on Friday, on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. 3. Focus on a specific participant. For example, I, the writer. Number 4. Using conjunctions such as then, before, after, etc. 5. Using an action verb. For example, when, stayed. The 6. The passive voice may be used. Example, the bottle was filled with ink. Factual recount. The common tenses used. Positive form. Subject plus verb to plus object plus adverb. I went to Tanjung Kait Beach in my holiday last week. Negative form. Subject plus did plus not plus verb 1 plus object plus adverb. I didn't bring my swimsuit to the beach. Interrogative form. Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus object plus adverb. Did you take the picture at the beach? Answers. Yes plus subject plus did. Yes, I did. No plus subject plus did not. No, I did not. Past tense or simple past. WH questions. What, where, why, when, etc. Number 1. Where did you do in your last holiday? Number 2. When did you arrive at home? Number 3. What did you bring to go to the beach? Number 4. Why did you decide to go there?
There are 3 kinds of recount text. The first one is personal recount. This kind of recount text retelling an event that the writer was personally involved in. Number 2, factual recount. This kind of recount text recording an incident, for example, a science experiment or police report. The last one is imaginative recount. This kind of recount text, writing an imaginary role and giving details of events, for example, a day in the life of a pirate, or how I invented. I bet you can also add another example.
Generic structure. Orientation. It gives the readers the background information needed to understand the text, such as who was involved, where it happened, and when it happened. Events. A series of events ordered in a chronological sequence. Reorientation. A personal comment about the event or what happened in the end. In this part also contains the writer hopes and wishes.
Berikut adalah salah satu contoh teks recount. Dari judulnya, bisakah kalian tentukan jenis teks recount apakah teks berikut? Apakah personal recount, factual recount, or imaginative recount? Mari kita simak bersama-sama isi teksnya. Going to Tanjung Pasir Beach. Part Orientation. A few months ago, I went to Tanjung Pasir Beach with my family. It is located in Teluk Naga Sub-District, Tangerang District. It is also located near Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. It is about 27 kilometers from the airport. The trip there took about 30 minutes from our house. We left from our house at 10:30 by using a car, and we arrived around 11. Event part. As arrived there, we found a beautiful spot to get picture. I and my brother immediately ran towards the beach. It was a sunny day with clear blue sky. I also felt a gentle breeze. The waves there were suitable for swimming. Unfortunately, I could not swim. I just played on white sand and built a sandcastle. I didn't forget to take a selfie with a background of beautiful beach. Reorientation part. Before we realized, the time passed by and the dusk already came down. We hurried to go home. Before going home, I bought some souvenirs there. Finally, we arrived home at 6 p.m. because the trip was jammed. I felt happy to go on a vacation with my family and enjoy the beauty of nature created by God. Baik anak-anak, setelah memahami generic structure dari text recount, setelah ini ada beberapa activity yang bisa kalian kerjakan untuk lebih memahami struktur text recount. Ada bagian listening. Di bagian ini, kalian bisa scan QR code yang mengarahkan kalian pada file berbentuk rekaman suara untuk membantu kalian dapat mengisi activity 1 dan 2. Tersedia juga bagian speaking untuk membantu kalian lebih percaya diri dalam mengungkapkan kata-kata dalam bahasa Inggris. Dalam bahasa Inggris, bukan hanya kemampuan mendengarkan dan berbicara saja kan? Sehingga tersedia pula bagian reading untuk membantu kalian berlatih membaca dalam bahasa Inggris. Tak lupa juga ada bagian writing untuk membantu kalian berlatih menulis dalam bahasa Inggris. Kami juga menyediakan beberapa latihan soal untuk membantu kalian dalam memahami struktur, unsur kebahasaan, juga jenis teks recount. Baik anak-anak, sekian yang dapat Ibu sampaikan mengenai materi tentang teks recount. Jangan lupa dikerjakan ya latihan-latihan soalnya sehingga membantu kalian dalam memahami materi tentang recount text. Tetap semangat anak-anak. Sampai berjumpa lagi di materi selanjutnya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye all.